1 hour in, 1 to go. Alice Dale here on BBC Radio London. How's your Monday shaping up? Asking you on the show this evening, what's one thing that gives you the spooks? Now, coming up in the next hour, I'm going to be joined by Mark Bird, a teacher and author who's just released something very spooktacular. And I'm really excited to say that another person on the line has done just that. Now, Mark Bird is a teacher and author, and he uploaded his children's book, Halloween Date from Hell. Now, although his name's Mark Bird, you may know him as Dream Beast Poems. That's his tag online, where he writes poems for children and teenagers, for the young of today, and for the young of yesterday. That's his tagline. And he joins me on the line now. Hello.
Hello, Alice.
Hello. Oh, Mark, that's a fabulous hello. How are you doing?
I'm nervous, but
Don't be.
Excited. I'm excited.
There was not a hint of nerves in your hello there, so love it. Look, Mark, you're a teacher. How's today been? Have you had a lot of Halloween excitement and hustle and bustle in the classrooms?
Today has been crazy because I'm normally a year 6 teacher. I've been a Key Stage 2 teacher, so I teach 7 to 11-year-olds. For all my life, and my head teacher decided, Mark, you need a change, you're going to nursery. So I teach 3-year-olds now.
Oh my gosh, what's the change like? Is it a completely different...
Oh my God, I love it. I totally love it, but it's scary.
Oh.
But yeah, it's beautiful. I love it so much. And I never thought I would, because I always said to him, I am not going to teach nursery. And I just thought, yeah, this is me. Why wasn't I doing this all the time before?
Well, look, it's something new, isn't it? And it's a new challenge, and it sounds like you're conquering
absolutely.
it. Now, we have to start with, I need you to clarify fact from myth. Were you born at a cemetery?
I was. I was born in a cemetery, not on a gravestone or anything so exciting, but my nan and granddad worked for the council, so they ran the cemetery house in Uttoxeter.
Right.
And so I was born, my sister was born, my auntie was born. We were all born in the cemetery overlooking the gravestones, but not on a gravestone.
Not on a gravestone, okay. But look, I couldn't find a more fitting guest for my Halloween show. That's brilliant. And what good conversation starter.
I know. Yeah, I love it. I tell my kids all the time at the school, and they're like, don't be silly. I said, it's true. I was born in a cemetery.
Oh,
but they get bored.
fantastic.
As soon as I say I'm born in the house in the cemetery, they're like, oh, that's not so interesting.
Oh, the cemetery. So here we have Mark Bird, Dream Beast Poems, born in a cemetery, but not on a grave. Look, Mark, it sounds like you're a man of many talents. You've got your poetry platform. You're a teacher who can conquer year 6s or nursery kids alike. And look, you have waited all your life to release a book, and you've gone and done it.
I've gone and done it. Oh my gosh, Alice, it has not been easy. The rejections I've had, the years I've given up, but finally I just kept thinking, like I would say to the kids, like I say to the kids every day, you must never give up. But believing is not good enough. You got to work hard too.
You got to grind.
You got to grind, and then maybe, just maybe, your dreams will come true. And I'm 52, even though I feel like I'm still 16, and my dreams came true. It's finally out.
Yes, and look, it's one of those things, isn't it, where we really, really want something. And you mentioned I guess, a pinnacle of everyone's career, is the rejection. I think there's this saying. Yeah. A good friend of mine said, no one gets the job on their first interview. Or no one gets it in their first board, or however you like to phrase it. And
Absolutely.
I think the rejections, as hard as they can be, they are the making of most people that I know.
Well, they wound you, and you stop and you think, right, that's it. I'm not doing it anymore. And then weeks, months, years later, you think, no way. I'm not letting somebody tell me I'm not going to do it. Keep doing it.
Yes.
Keep working. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep believing and keep working.
Yes,
keep working.
Work it. And you've worked it. Halloween Date from Hell came out this week, and it's illustrated by Chris White. I know that you pay homage to him.
Yeah,
and
he's amazing.
Look, so you've gone through this process of putting a book together. Firstly, why did you decide to go for Halloween? Why was that the
Do you know,
top
I don't
line.
know. I sometimes think, I mean, I tell the story of being born in the cemetery. I don't think that really has anything to do with it. It was just, I used to live I lived in Amsterdam. And for some reason, I just started writing a poem about a witch that went on a date with a zombie. But it needed a twist. It needed something exciting at the end. And, as I often write, I never know how it's going to end up. And it ended up being a real good twist at the end. And finally, I found someone that was interested in publishing it. So,
I'm glad they did. And look, I've got a cheeky little snippet here of your book. All right, we're not going to reveal all because
No.
there's only so many pages in a children's book, and I would like people to feel that they've not heard enough to stray from the bookshop. So we're going to just a little snippet, but this line made me laugh. So Mark, for anyone that's just started listening or just cottoned on to our chat, this is Mark Bird, a teacher and author. He has just released Halloween Date from Hell, his debut children's book.
Absolutely.
Very exciting. And this is just a snippet of what came into my BBC Upload vault.
I was just about to give up when, right there on the next page, was a gorgeous, grotesque zombie 13 times my age.
Woo! Oh, spooky. It is just brilliant. What was it like to have that, to get to that moment where all of that hard work has just paid off? Because this book, available on Amazon, Waterstones,
absolutely.
Fentoris Press, I think you can get it directly from your press.
Cheaper, straight from the publisher, absolutely.
Straight from the publisher. But to have a book that is available in that bookshop, in that shopping centre, that is crazy.
It is crazy, but honestly, Alice, it's something that I knew could happen, would happen maybe, but I still went through periods of doubt. But now it's out there. Chris White, the illustrations. I went on Twitter in the early days and it got published in an anthology. And Chris White, the illustrator, just sent me a picture out the kindness of his heart on Twitter. And I just thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to get in touch with Chris some more and see if he'll illustrate the whole thing. And then everything just happened.
Well, I was going to ask how that collaboration unfolded, because I'm really interested in this, because I guess with creative projects, we can sometimes be quite closed off from the idea of sharing them or sharing that creative control. So, and I know that authors and illustrators always work in many ways. Sometimes it's the publisher that will bring people together. Sometimes it's organic. So how wonderful that this really was an organic friendship and you were just as passionate as each other about this book.
Absolutely. When I saw his pictures, and people who know me and people who know I write stuff like I write, people were like, it was like he was made for you. He just read every line, turned every stanza into a picture that just did the whole thing justice. So it was amazing, honestly amazing. And we're maybe going to work together again, hopefully next year. So let's see.
Oh, I'd love to hear more, because look, there's so much to you. I feel like the time I get with everyone is never enough. We need a cuppa, and we need to go, because you are a creative teacher, a specialist art educator, drink beast, blogger, music obsessive, Prince fan, horror fan,
oh my God, Prince,
dog lover.
don't get me going on Prince. Don't get me going.
Nostalgist, hoper, believer, magic bean buyer, whatever that is, fool, friend, finder, and author of Halloween Date from Hell, and it is available now in the shops. Oh, brilliant! Well, look, Mark Bird, you are fantastic, and I would have loved to have a teacher like you.
Oh, thank you,
I can
Alice.
just imagine you making these classes so magical, and now it's extended into literacy, which is fantastic. Mark Bird, thank you so much for submitting for BBC Upload, and you'll keep in touch, won't you?
I will.
Love
Take care,
it.
Alice.
You too.
Bye.